Hello everyone. Welcome to Cake Info. Please subscribe this channel and learn useful and trending informations. Let's move into the video. We are going to talk about COVID third wave in India. And will the third wave be stronger? With more than 8,000 children catching the coronavirus in the month of May in Maharashtra's Ahmednagar, the state has started taking extra steps to minimize the impact of a possible third wave of COVID-19 that may affect children more. In Maharashtra's Sangli city, a COVID-19 ward is being prepared especially for children. Currently, 5 children are being treated here and the facility is being prepared for more patients. We have prepared this COVID ward for kids so that if and when the third wave comes, we are prepared. And kids will not feel they are in a hospital but instead will feel they are in a school or a nursery, Corporator Abhijit Bhosale said. Authorities were alarmed when they found at least 8,000 children and teenagers tested positive for the coronavirus in Ahmednagar this month, accounting for about 10% of the cases in the district. The district administration is reaching out to pediatricians to make sure they are prepared for the third wave. It is a clear indication that by the third wave, we have to strengthen the medical infrastructure in order to treat higher number of patients than the second wave. The next few months should be used for that, said Giridhar Babu, a professor of epidemiology and member of the state's Technical Advisory Committee on COVID-19. However, the preparation for the third wave has to go beyond just medical infrastructure and oxygen supply, experts said, adding that the younger population might be the most vulnerable group in the third wave. Most senior citizens getting vaccinated by then, those below 18 years, if not vaccinated by then, would be the most vulnerable. Infections among children would be a bigger concern. Will the third wave be stronger? There has been some speculation about the third wave being even stronger than the second. However, this is not something that can be predicted. Usually, it is expected that every fresh wave would be weaker than the previous one. That is because the virus, when it emerges, has a relatively free run, considering that the entire population is susceptible. During its subsequent runs, there would be far lower number of susceptible people because some of them would have gained immunity. This logic, however, has been turned on its head in India's case. When the number of cases began declining in India after mid-September last year, only a very small fraction of the population had got infected. There was no reason for the disease spread to have slowed down, considering that such a large proportion of the population was still susceptible. The reasons for the 5-month continuous decline in cases in India is still not very well understood. And since the second wave was expected to be weaker than the first, many were fooled into believing that the pandemic was nearing its end. With the lessons learned in a very painful manner, there are now suggestions that the third wave might be even stronger. But that might not be the case. A far greater number of people have been infected during the second wave than the first. With the positivity rate almost 4 times that of the first wave, the unconfirmed infections, those who were never tested, is also expected to be large. In addition, vaccination would also induce immunity in a large proportion of the population. So, there would be a significantly lower number of susceptible people in the population after the second wave. However, gene mutations in the virus can alter these calculations. The virus can mutate in ways that make it escape the immune responses developed in the already infected people, or those vaccinated. But is it inevitable? The third wave is a distinct possibility. It is likely to come, although the scale or timing is not something that can be predicted. But it is not inevitable. As mentioned, Vijay Raghavan, the principal scientific advisor, also modified his remarks, clarifying that it could possibly be avoided if people continue to take strong measures. It's also possible that this time, the fresh wave will be indeed much smaller than the previous one, so that it inflicts much less pain and can be managed more efficiently. A lot would depend on how people heed these warnings. They can become paranoid about an incoming disaster, or get numb to repeated warnings. The second wave has taught us that it is far better to remain paranoid and cautious than be hopeful in a situation like this. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to learn more useful trending informations.